Hi, my name is Peter Garnerud and I'm the equity strategist at Saxo Bank. We are here Monday presenting what's going to happen in the earnings season this week, and it's all about tech stocks. We have we have three major tech companies out. We have Google, Apple, and we have Microsoft. And the reason why I almost said four was actually we also have Nokia, but that's more related to the mobile story, which is a big story when we're talking about Google, Microsoft, and Apple. But if we look on Tuesday, we have Google coming out, and it will not only be about mobile, it will also be about the global advertising demand. And if we see an uptick in advertising demand, it would give us an impression that companies are more comfortable going into 2013. So that would definitely be a positive sign if we get a good growth in online advertising demand. In terms of IBM, it's a more enterprise story. So how is the corporations doing in terms of demand for corporate for enterprise software? And it's a very broad, diversified company with global operations. So we'll have to look to see how how demand is holding up. In the last couple of quarters, the demand has been in particular in Asia, and we also expect that to be the trend going forward. So on Wednesday we have probably not the biggest news of the week, and that's Apple's earnings. And here on this screen I've put up a chart of the first quarter. You have to remember that Apple don't follow the calendar year, so this will be the first quarter of 2013. And as you can see here, the red line is the changes in the estimates. And just the days following the last earnings release back in October, you saw a huge plunge in the estimates for this quarter's earnings. And after that downward revision by the analysts, we have got multiple negative news coming out from Wall Street Journals, Financial Times, about how the Android operating system are eating into the market shares of Apple's iOS, their iPhone, and they're getting more competition also from Nokia, which have had some success with their new Lumia mobile phone. And also you have Samsung pressuring Apple from below in the lower end of the market. So there will be a lot of attention, a lot of focus on Apple's earnings, and but we actually expect that they could surprise to the upside still. There is still some momentum in Apple, and also we got some news out just this morning that Apple are planning to release around 3 or 4 new iPhone models in 2013, trying to compete against Samsung and the Google phones. So that will be very interesting to watch. And then on Thursday, the day after, we have Microsoft and Nokia's results coming out. And Nokia is interesting because, as I said, they had some success with their new phones. So the investors wanted to see if there is continuing momentum in the sales of Nokia phones. And Microsoft, it's a more diversified story. It's both enterprise software with the IBM, and it's also the phones, it's their entertainment business, it's their online business. But there's a lot of problems facing Microsoft, so there will be a lot of attention on what Steve Ballmer, the CEO, will have to say about the current development, because Microsoft is threatened from many different angles. And then on Friday we have the last, I would say, important earnings release coming out this week, and it's Procter & Gamble. And Procter & Gamble, as you know, is a global consumer company. So it's, I would say, bellwether for how is consumer demand in consumer products holding up. And it will be interesting to see the forward-looking guidance from the management and how they see 2013. But overall, we expect pretty decent earnings week, and I would say, as a final point here, that if you look at the estimates changes for all the companies that we're following this week, they are pretty much flat. So it doesn't seem that there's not a lot of enthusiasm about this upcoming week's earnings releases. So we'll see how it goes, and I will talk to you when this week is finished.